Hey everybody, it's Rob here, your favorite cannabis activist and licensed hemp retailer in Kentucky. And that means I sell THC products legally in the state. Now, I've told you before my thoughts on different cannabinoids, but we're going to go directly to the approved products on the Kentucky list. So my clients enjoy their vapes. That's part of the experience with cannabis, and that's what we like to have. And we always carry top quality. Well, the ones that are top quality are always THCA vapes. Now, these are just as legal as any other vapes we have in Kentucky. That is in that loophole they're trying to close or have effectively closed. But what we're talking about right now is the approved products. And I was complaining in another video that the only products that are being approved in Kentucky, not federally, because these are all federally legal products, but Kentucky's approving their own products for the state. And what that means is I have a very particular list of products that I can choose from to bring into my store to sell you guys legally. Now, I do not like THCP. It's very strong. I've got PTSD. I've got severe anxiety issues. It does not hit right with me. But what I want to point out is we've also been seeing all these stories on the news about scromating. Now, what that is, it's real, guys. And psychosis, you're seeing a lot of this stuff. What that is where everybody's so focused on getting the strongest THC products they can. It's like drinking too much alcohol. Your body's going to reject it at a certain point. Of course, our government used that as propaganda to say, hey, let's combine the word vomiting and screaming into this new propaganda campaign for everybody. Well, it's a real thing, and it's basically just CBD deficiency. It's where everybody's concentrating on the highest levels of THC. It's not the THC specifically. It's that it's too much THC without a ratio of CBD. Back to my original rant. So, I was talking about all the approved products and the vapes very specifically that are approved on Kentucky's list, and that none of them are THCA. It is only THCP products. And again, that's a very strong THC, and it's just THC. There's nothing full spectrum about it. It's just THC. Well, yesterday, the state come in, which I'm a licensed hemp retailer in the state, so it doesn't bother me. As you've seen on my journey here, I've spent a lot of time and money making sure that we're legitimate and that we're following the rules to the best of our ability. Well, when the state come in yesterday, they went ahead and they quarantined our THCA products. Now, the reasoning they used, first off, they're not approved yet, because my manufacturer has been trying to get these approved, is why they were still for sale, because it's that close to approval. But when the state inspected, they weren't approved yet. But what the inspector said might have slipped up a bit for them. They stated that when they test these products, they put heat to them, and that causes them to test too hot for the Delta 9 THC. That's the loophole. That's how we can sell them. We're not heating these. These are legal products, but that means that our state is actually altering the product to test it. So just to be clear, that's about the equivalent of adding sugar and heat to CBD and calling it Delta 8 THC. You're altering a product to test it, and that's not okay. So I'm reaching out to my manufacturers and making sure I get refunded these products until they are approved. And now I have to work somehow or another to get the state to figure out why these specific products aren't. Because, guys, look at it. We're facing some real serious stuff in the hemp industry. We're going toe-to-toe with big marijuana, which we never thought would be a big problem. Apparently it is, because we're getting in their pockets. People choose hemp-derived THC products because, first, it's the exact same thing you're getting in the dispensaries without all the regulations or taxes involved in medical or recreational cannabis. Y'all can argue that in the comments if you want. I'm tired of arguing with people. If you choose to be ignorant, you're just ignorant. I can't fix that for you. It's probably been too long anyway. So, back to my original thing. State come in and quarantined all our THCA vapes. So we still have all the THCP vapes available. We've still got all the legal stuff we've got, and it's still very good and potent. We've actually found some really good products on the list to bring in. So, there's changes coming, guys. We've got this federal law that is a countdown to destruction for the hemp industry as a whole on Veterans Day, November of this year. But we're hoping to get an extension on that. We've got a couple representatives that are speaking up to do that because it's going to kill $1 billion industry. Just kill it. There's no reason. People are safe with these products despite all this crap you're seeing on the news. I actually seen a story that called cannabinoids an opiate and claimed that it's killing kids and overdosing people. And that's a problem, y'all. If we're just allowing that kind of propaganda to be put out as fact on the news, there's people that'll believe that ignorant stuff. It's bad. It's more than you would understand. I mean, they're using your media as propaganda. It's just like you would have studied what's happening in China in the 80s. It's not good, y'all. They're manipulating our media and manipulating facts. They're even manipulating the research you can do online. I know this because I'm actively involved in it. But regardless, we still have products available that are very good products. I do intend for the state to be back in. I'm sure I'm a target because I speak so openly on all of this, but this is my way to document what's happening. And sometime somebody will look back and say, you know what, this is a historical part of propaganda that happened, and that is why cannabis has been re-prohibited, because we're watching it. Anyway, I've got off on several tangents. Bottom line is we've still got some banging products. You'll like them. Common sense says, guys, if you're consuming just THC, you're going to have a problem. Take CBD. It can do nothing other than help your whole experience. It doesn't have to get you high to make you feel better. I've advocated for all cannabinoids all this time, and so much of the concentration goes back to THC. Guys, that's the problem. They're using that 1% of that plant to demonize the entire thing and all its benefits. They're using the fact it can get you high and ignoring the fact that it's an antiviral, anti-inflammatory that could put almost any pharmacy out of business by itself. There's so much more going on than you are knowing. And it's all in my videos, it's all in my social media, it's all on my YouTube, Rob Matheny 1. There's so much information out there, and if you're choosing to argue with me at this point, believe me, I'm not going to waste my time or my breath on you. You're not worth it. If you support cannabis in any way, take the time to learn what I'm saying, because I'm giving you information to help yourself. Facebook comments will not do it. I'm a part of Kentucky Cannabis Freedom Coalition. We have a meeting every Friday at 8 p.m. and Monday at 8 p.m. throughout session to keep you involved in what's happening with the bills that are going to be made into law or not be made into law, depending on how much influence it has, how many people get involved. There's a whole lot riding on everything, guys, but when it comes down to it, my business was created to help people. And that's what it's done. Tens of thousands of Kentuckians have walked through my doors and learned something and found how to get a better use out of cannabis than just smoking a joint and getting high. There's a lot to know, and there's a lot of benefit in this, and that's why they're putting so much effort into keeping you in the dark. Find my stuff, find my videos, find my page, Kentucky Cannabis Freedom Coalition, and become a part of it. That's how we make change. Help to keep us in Frankfort talking about this. Help to keep us motivated online by encouraging us and leaving positive comments and sharing the post. It's up to you guys to advocate. I've done this for 10 years. I can't do it by myself. And if I feel like I'm going to do it by myself, there's a problem with that, y'all. Find us online, do all the stuff. Visit my store in Danville, Kentucky. We're on the hill by Walmart, 228 Jane Trail. Don't mind posting that. The state's already been there. You might as well show up. Again, any place you're buying THC right now, they're at risk unless they are a licensed hemp retailer. Of course, the licensed hemp retailers are the first on the list to be inspected. They put their name on the list. They paid the fees, so of course they're going to go through and check them. But believe me, nobody is safe now. Believe that. Once I'm inspected, once the licensed hemp retailers are inspected, the rest of you will fall like trees. Get your license, get approved products, or shut it down, because you're going to be charged with marijuana and trafficking and all these things for selling a federally legal product that they're taking away from us. I don't like the law. I'm doing everything I can to stop it. If you're a retailer, stand beside me, for God's sakes. I've been asking for that for a decade. If you're a consumer, understand, I ain't knocking the guy selling you THC. I'm begging for their assistance, and if they're not doing that, all they're doing is draining your money while they can, and they're going to leave you hanging with bad laws. I'm here to protect you, and that's what I've been doing. I'm not for children getting high. No way in hell. I am for adults having the ability to utilize this plant as they see needed. That's it. You're a grown adult. If you can go out and buy a fifth of alcohol and get hammered, you can buy a plant or grow a plant that is an antiviral, anti-inflammatory, and helps get you away from alcohol. And I will stand beside that till the day I die. This plant could have helped save my mama, or at least extend her life and give her a better quality of life. And that's the whole reason I started this. And it's time you all start speaking up. You know there ain't nothing bad with it unless you're just ignorant and you believe propaganda with no information. And I've got all kind of information on my page I share willingly, and hopefully helping everybody. It's time to start, guys. This is my video. It's a big video. You probably won't make it through the first 10 seconds based on my stats, but the information's there. Did you choose to check it out? Hit me in the comments.